Now, speaking about animes and how they can save people's lives, this actually happened to me. At the end of 2022, and I was in a very bad situation. I was in a living situation that I could no longer be a part of. And I couldn't muster the courage to have a conversation that needed to be had. There was a lot of ambiguity for myself. Me being in Australia by myself, none of my family or friends are here. Like my close friends and family, they're all in the States. So I'm like, okay, I'm starting from like square, right? But by myself. And I honestly didn't know how to handle that. And I didn't think I would be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I really thought that, oh, my mindset is I'm going to be Gucci. And for whatever reason, this decision was so heavy on my heart that I was like, I don't know how to do this. It was extremely daunting and I was terrified. It felt at a certain point that the easier way to go was to just log out. Like that was a realistic thought that was coming up in my head of, well, if I just log out, you know, I don't have to confront it. I don't have to deal with this pain that is inevitable. It was so crazy. At the beginning of January of 2023, Vinland Saga Season 2 started. In the first episode of this, there's a character named Einar. Him and his family are on the run. Their village is being attacked and raided. And his mom, in the process of them running away, fleeing, gets hit by an arrow. She's down. Him and his sister stop. They're trying to figure out what to do. They're, crying. Einar is just, he doesn't know what to do. He's essentially frozen with decisions he doesn't know how to make. And the mom grabs him by the chest, by the shirt, and says, as long as you live, you can start again. Oof, as long as you're alive, you can start again. Oof. You hear that, bro? Woo. Do you hear that? Bro, that shit, man, I don't know why that shit fucked me up so tough. Nothing's that bad. You know what I'm saying? If you still alive, you can restart. In that moment, those two lines of dialogue hit me like a ton of bricks. Like it was so profound because in context, they're running for their lives. The mom's about to die. She's saying, go, you can forget about me. You need to live because you can start again if you stay alive. You need to stay alive. It gave me the motivation and the courage to say on the other side of this pain is a new start. But I can only get to that new start through this pain, and I have to. It's not fair to anybody in this situation. I have to have this conversation. Ultimately, I did. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. Emotionally, extremely painful. But it allowed me to start over. It allowed me to find anew, right? And it ultimately gave me the idea of starting Built by Anime, of we watch these amazing shows and stories with amazing philosophies in them. And at times we're like, man, it's such a great show, or man, that's so crazy about this character. And we don't really take in some of these messages and try to apply it to real life because we could, but we're just so infatuated and enamored by these characters and their stories that sometimes you don't say, man, if I could just apply this to what I'm going through right now, this may change something in me. It may change my life. And this saved my life. And it's miraculous. Like it really is scary to think about that I was at this point. Nobody knew. It was just something that I was like, man, like I was afraid to talk to people about it because like, man, like people have a perception of me and it was an ego thing for sure. Like, I don't want people to feel like I was going through something that I couldn't get out of. And, I was too scared to have a real conversation about something. And, that moment literally just smacked some sense into me. And was like, you need to do this. And it's amazing that anime is there for people in a scenario like that if they're just willing to have an open ear to something that could change their life in a show that they're watching, it could literally do that. It's incredible. It's amazing. It's amazing.